Some days in my life I'll never forget. The following is one of those days. I was south of Topeka, Kansas, when the blue skies of the high plains gave way to afternoon thunderstorms. Sheets of rain pounded my truck from all directions. I sought refuge in a small town just off the main road. What I found in that small town was a dilapidated metal sign advertising AAA root beer. The sign was hanging on a house on the edge of town in Cottonwood Falls, Kansas. The stormy clouds surrendered to blue skies as I approached the center of town. Beyond the edge of town stood a house next to an abandoned gas station. The AAA root beer sign was hanging on the side of that house. A knock on the main door, and I was greeted by a man with a large smile. I expressed my desire to photograph the sign. He was curious. I assured him that the sign was a diamond in the rough. His curiosity was further piqued as I set up my panoramic wooden view camera. A few minutes spent framing up the sign, followed by the click of the shutter, and the image was exposed onto a sheet of film. In my mind's eye, I can clearly see the pale red and yellow sign captured in the subtle tones of the black and white negative. I go one step beyond and imagine the final image as a platinum palladium print. I was preparing to say goodbye when my gracious host offered me a glass of iced tea. How could I refuse? We both sat there in lawn chairs on the front yard, sipping our iced tea as he spoke of the good times from the past, how the very town that he was born and raised in had changed. His childhood memories were strong. He spoke fondly of his early years, the time spent in the backyard of his childhood home playing football with his father, warm summer days riding a Schwinn Spitfire up and down every sidewalk in town. We both sat there, taking in the peace and solitude. The whistle from the afternoon train overtook the stillness of the day. I took that as a sign. I thanked him and moved on down the road in search of new adventures.